What's up, guys? Today's a beautiful day. I figured I'd do this one outside. Just woke up not too long ago, so might not be as articulate as I want to be, but we'll see how this goes. Okay, so part 3, abortion. Yeah, you're right. That's a really big topic, especially in this country. I think it goes back to what I said in part 2 about people's religious beliefs influencing their worldview and the way that they think things should be. I don't know many religions that aren't, pro-life, universally. So especially, a fetus. My personal feelings on it is a woman has a choice. I kind of think that the father, assuming that we know who he is, because at that point you really can't know who the father is. I'm about to be done taking family law, and you can't do any test to know for sure who the father is until about 6 months after the baby's been born. But assuming a chick has only slept with one guy and she knows for sure it is him, there literally has been no other sexual contact with anyone else. I think that he should, have a little bit of a say, but then it comes down to who says greater. If the dad wants it and the mom wants to give it wants to abort it, whose voice is, more, and the courts have said it comes down to the mother. Which, for the most part I agree with. Rape cases, incest cases, it's a terrible burden for, a girl who didn't ask for that to have to deal with. So I agree. I think we're having a little bit too many abortions, to be completely honest, because, I think one of the downsides of it being legalized is that you do have people who will sit there and just get knocked up and will just get aborted. They don't care, and they'll do it again and again. I don't think you have many women who are doing that, but I do think you have women who, do that, and, that's sad. Use your sense. I personally, if I got a girl pregnant, would want her to keep the child and would take care of that child. I'm not saying I'd necessarily marry her, but, I would be in that child's life as much as I could and support it to, the degree that I was able to. I don't know that I have too much else to say on that topic. As far as people killing the doctors who are doing abortions, that's wrong. If you don't agree with abortions, fight it in the legal sense. Fight to have the Supreme Court rehear, another case to overturn Roe v. Wade. Don't sit here and take that into your own hands and then claim that you're playing. Actually, it wasn't a plane; it was a helicopter. I think, I don't know, not positive. Don't kill somebody for their occupation, which is legal in this country, and then say that you're pro-life and that you did it to save all these. No, come on, that's a bullshit argument. You're trying to get around it. You just broke your own. The guy who killed the late-term abortionist. Hiding behind his religion. Don't be a bitch. He killed the guy because he didn't like what he was doing. Don't claim that it was a mission from God or any of this bullshit, or that you're saving more lives and you can justify the taking of one life. No. As a Christian, you are supposed to uphold all life, including the lives of the people who do things you don't like. I think there's a lot of hypocrisy among the people who, or whatever, and it really kind of pissed me off how much Fox News was kind of like trying to justify that murder, and it really kind of upset me, because I'm sitting here like, most of you guys are Republicans, and a lot of you are religious, and in the sense that I was just referring to not too long ago about, trying to uphold and, hold all life sacred, and that it should all be, everyone should live. And it really appalled me. The guy's doing a legitimate job. Not anybody can just walk in and get a late-term abortion. Roe v. Wade actually set down parameters about how you can go about getting an abortion, and really only during the first trimester are you allowed to do it just as you freely want to. After the second and third, it gets a lot more difficult, and you have to meet certain parameters, like your life has to be in jeopardy. I don't remember, I read the case not too terribly long ago for a class. I don't remember exactly, but I know that the first term abort, the first trimester is the only one where a woman can just go and just get it. And that after the second or third, a lot more questions have to be asked, and you have to meet certain requirements to do it. So it's not like, a lot of people are getting late-term abortions, or, they're waiting like 3 days before the child's born, and they're just like, fuck it, I don't want it. We don't give them to you. So, to kill somebody who's doing a job, and who, especially if he, when he's doing late-term abortions, he's doing the late-term abortions when they fall under what the law tells him he can do. So, you got a problem, take it to the Supreme Court. Don't kill somebody for it, because you look like a fucking asshole, and you are an asshole. So, I don't know, main thing, don't hide behind religion. I think that guy should die for what he did. He walked into a church in front of that guy's family and killed him in front of all of his his community. Think about all the people who are traumatized, the children who were in that situation, who are going to remember that. And while they're sitting there worshiping the same God that guy claims to, be a crusader of. So, I think that guy needs to die for what he did. I'm all for a death penalty. I'm kind of odd about that. For the most part, I'm pro-choice, but I think that we should pick pro-life, because I think that in most situations, it's better for a child to be born, even if you only give it up for adoption. But it's fucking terrible what that guy did to that community, and the people who had to witness it. It wasn't like he waited until they were alone and did it. That guy's family is done. They'll never be able to forget that. And for those memories and for those thoughts and the actual eyewitnessing of it, yeah, that guy deserves to die for what he did. So, alright, part 4A should be coming soon. I don't know if I'm going to do one thing for part 4, just in its entirety, or break it down into part A and B. I don't know, I got to look at the videos again, see exactly what they talked about, but take it easy. I'll see you soon.